Hi guys, it is January, the beginning of 2026, and this will be my first video that I'm going to post this year on YouTube, which is pretty exciting. And it is about brain rot, which I know is a huge topic at the moment. And after reflecting on the past year, doing my journaling, I realized that brain rot was my biggest op of 2025, and I do not want to bring that into 2026. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate to me. I feel like your phone is like so amazing because it can do so many things for you, but it also is a time stealer, and I can spend hours on my phone just scrolling through reels, and if you asked me about it half an hour later, I wouldn't even be able to tell you what I was learning or what even happened in those reels, which is kind of scary. Last year we traveled through Japan and Korea. When I look back on that time, I keep asking myself, what actually makes traveling feel so magical? I think it's how present I was. Every day I was stepping outside my comfort zone, trying unfamiliar food, wandering streets I couldn't pronounce, letting myself be curious instead of distracted. When you travel, you live in this state of childlike wonder, and in 2026, I want to bring that mindset home with me. The first step to escaping the doom scroll is rediscovering who you are outside of the screen. As an adults with 9 to 5s, we're constantly balancing deadlines, expectations, and stress. For me, rotting on my phone became a way to escape all of that, but it always left me feeling more depleted than before. So in 2025, at the end of 2025, I started asking myself a different question. What actually makes my heart sing? Sometimes the easiest way to answer this is to look backwards. What did you love as a child? What made time disappear? When we choose analog moments, painting, crafting, journaling, we aren't just passing time, we're reclaiming it. For me, that is all of my girlhood crafts. I love to journal. I have a commonplace journal, which means I write everything down in the same book. So all my junk journaling, my to-do list, everything kind of goes into the same book. I feel like this takes away the pressure of having to have a set plan or a set layout, and it just allows for impulsive creativity. I also have lots of creative projects. Like at the moment I've been working on creating my own dollhouse for my Sylvanians. I love to collect my little Sylvanian dolls and make little houses for them, and originally they were sitting in this wall that we had stripped down, so just on, I don't know how to describe it, but the wood of the wall, and it had no like sides, but we're eventually going to take that all down to remove it. Managed to find an old dresser at a thrift shop, and my husband cut it down for me, and I added in a little shelf thing, and I've painted the outside. I'm yet to make the inside of it, but I have all of the little furniture, and I'm really excited to just keep working on that, and just like my little side project that makes me really happy. Other hobbies that I enjoy is baking, reading, painting, and of course going on Pinterest. Another way to combat brain rot is to move your body. Movement and going outside, not for productivity, not to build your dream body or burn those calories, but to remember that your body exists beyond a screen. There's something quietly grounding about walking to get a matcha, wandering through a market, or climbing a mountain just because it's there, or maybe not a mountain, a hill. When you move through the world like this, your senses wake up. It becomes harder to numb out when your body is fully present. Is it a bird? feeding brain rot is to see loved ones. Sometimes I think it's easy to get into our own bubble, especially there's so much chat on the internet about going into hermit mode, locking in, and all that kind of stuff, and sometimes I feel like that can feel quite isolating and you can feel alone, that no one's reaching out, no one's talking to you, but sometimes you just have to make the magic happen and you have to put in the effort. Pretty. I don't know if I should put something in the middle, like, or maybe like make do the raspberries and like little flowers out of it or something, maybe. Here's some prosecco, yummy.
Yeah. 3 prosecco, 3 first.
Connection. Screens make it easy to feel busy and surrounded, but still deeply alone. Taking the time to do something for someone you love, baking a cake, celebrating another year, showing up in small ways, has a way of anchoring you back into real life. These moments might not make you viral, but they're the ones that make life feel full. This isn't about quitting the internet or rejecting technology. It's about remembering that your attention is precious and choosing whenever you can where you place it. Yeah, I think that was that. How dare you?
The playground.
What age were you? Were you consensual age?
Oh, yeah. What were they doing in the playground?
No, we're doing nothing.
Yeah, I bet you were doing.
When was this? She's got amazing hair.
How did your friend finally do it? Your friend finally got to do it.
Not bad? No, whiskey. I'm over here.
Oh my gosh, don't get him to do even more whiskey.
Lastly, what I have been doing that has been one of the most helpful things, and this might be a bit crazy or controversial for some people, is completely having no doom scrolling days. So Monday to Thursday, I'm not allowed to go on Instagram, or maybe if you have TikTok or YouTube Reels, whatever you use, and scroll through the Reels. I'm allowed to like quickly check on messages and stuff like that, but absolutely no doom scrolling. I've been doing this for the last week, for like the beginning of January, and honestly, it has been amazing. I feel at the beginning of the year I was feeling, well, more towards the end of last year, I was feeling really sad and I kind of just wanted to escape what I was feeling in that moment, and then I'm just like looking at reel after reel, just trying to escape, and honestly it just made me feel way worse. And you know, seeing all this stuff online, and you just end up feeling more stink about yourself, especially when you're like looking back on the last year and you're like, oh, I could have done what they've done, or I didn't put in enough effort, blah, blah, and you're honestly getting in a bit of a bum mood. But taking this break Monday to Thursday, no doom scrolling, no binge watching TV shows or anything like that, has really lifted a weight off my chest. I feel like I'm engaging more with my husband, I'm more in the present, I've been really doing all my creative things that I would usually say, oh, I've got no time to do that, oh, I'm just under pressure, can't do that. But really, a lot of the time, well, obviously I don't have kids or anything, but you can make the time. It's just what you make time for, watching your show or going on Instagram or whatnot. So I feel like you can make time for those things as well. It's just about reprioritizing. And when you do take that break from that instant dopamine hit when you're on the reels and whatnot, it makes being creative in that slow, soft life. I don't know if that makes sense. There's a lot of talk about like soft life, and I'm not really sure what that means, but really helps you engage in those practices and rituals that ground you in the present, which social media can't do for you. For an instance, I've been doing a lot of journaling. I've been working on my book that every year I say I'm going to work on, and then I literally do nothing about it. And then at the end of the year I feel stink because I have this book idea and things that I want to pursue and I haven't done anything at all. Taking the break from being on your phone and being on the TV, taking away that instant bit of gratification and really shortening your attention span makes the slowness of cooking a meal or writing in your journal, knitting with your hands, it makes those little things more pleasurable. Because when you're constantly looking at a screen, those slow, intimate moments just feel so boring in comparison. You have to take it away in order to enjoy the whimsy of life.